The 28th annual Celebrate Women Luncheon brought women together to celebrate not only each other, but themselves as well. This year's guest was someone close to our Murray State hearts. Women across campus showed up to the Kerr Center to celebrate Women's History Month with the Women's Center's Celebrate Women Luncheon. The Women's Center puts on the event every year with a different inspiration in mind. Attendees have a wonderful lunch while listening to various speakers, ranging from university staff to students, and even a Board of Regents member gave speeches that tie into the inspiration. This year's inspiration was kindness and individual responsibility.
Sometimes I think, certain people are inspired to make a change in their personal life based on what the speakers talked about. Sometimes I think they're inspired to get more involved in a certain issue or on a certain topic. So I think it really varies from year to year, but I think the community that it builds is the biggest way that it impacts the attendees.
Keynote speaker Susan Guess drew from her own experiences with her daughter to give her speech. She wanted to leave behind a message of responsibility, the responsibility of trying to help the women around you and change what you can for the better. She doesn't want anyone to remain silent when they can help. She has especially seen this with her own daughter.
Well, I think it's important that we speak up, that we stand up, that we recognize we have a voice and that we can use it for good. I think that's been the lesson with my daughter is that far too often we're silent, that we don't stand up to the injustices and the wrongs of the world. And it's important as women. I think we have a unique way that we can impact change.
The greatest part of the event for the organizers is that it brings women from across campus together. From students to staff to members of the Board of Regents, every woman on campus is invited and they all get to connect with each other at the event.
It's just a time for us to really connect, and I think that's one of the biggest encouragements to most women that attend. But with the speakers being different every year, I think people just relate to it in a different way.
This connection is important for women to provide support to each other and themselves. Knowing that someone else feels the same way can be the most important part of getting people to speak up. Speaker Susan Guess also wanted attendees to remember that while they are influencing those around them, they are being influenced themselves.
How sometimes the legacy we think we're leaving for others, often those people bring the legacy to us.
Everyone attending was able to talk to other women who would encourage and celebrate them to provide an entire community of support. This support will be important to all the women set on changing the things around them and will be invaluable to push through the fear that comes with speaking up.
Fear is so tightly wrapped around issues of injustice, human rights issues, and I think you have to push through that fear, and I think that's when the real reward comes.
That reward is seeing women able to join that community of support and better lives with their actions. Organizers want women to use their support to stand up for what they believe in and encourage Murray State and someday the world to be a better place for all, no matter what.
This year, the main takeaway message is that we all have a circle of influence and we all have the ability to impact people in our lives directly. And I think that the takeaway today is that no matter where you are, whether you're a student member, faculty, or staff, whether you're out in the community, there are women around you in your life that need to be encouraged in whatever it is that they're doing in the phase of life that they're in. And that just by doing that and having that community built up between women in our community, we really do go a long way in making women feel like they are empowered to be successful members of society.